All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Excitement? Well, we got that in abundance as this Pro Bowl is underway from Orlando, Florida. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback.
X3, 218, chopper.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big run there by Gurley. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Gurley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Here we go. 280. 55. And let's get that one. Down. Show it up.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On 1st down, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eye. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 7-7, our score after 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Watch the twist. You're out, twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC has taken the lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got him down there the first time? Get back to something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Okay. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Watch twist. Sunday. Check, 55 to Mike. Shady weapon.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Wins 5-3. Switch.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
55.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking end zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return is Jones. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. There goes a deep ball. In zone. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. It's caught, Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, team 6.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson.
Wentz's pass intercepted. The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Come on, set. Get on it. Hey, watch the slant.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
No. Off. Wait. Go. Go. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So we have hit halftime of the Pro Bowl with the AFC leading the NFC. As we'll send you crosstown to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald, excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Motion. Hayward. 45, Mike, 45. Man, I got you.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. That's it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
55.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran wrong.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and his guys will set up shop at at midfield at the 50-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who have gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards. And the AFC takes advantage of the interception, and they turn it into 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And Adams has it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down to lose 1. Check. Ram.
On first down, Wentz. Caught by Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and 1. The AFC's 49-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. It's caught here by Adams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Flushed out right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
55, Mike. Rip on 10. That's what I do. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Bravo. Check. Mike, 55.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Is complete to Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 36 yards. And the NFC is in for 6.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to Turn this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The AFC thus far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45. He's not going to get me.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check 52.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to look deep from... That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys continue to pour it on. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
We play to win. Let's go.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. T.J. Watt came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go.
Now Wentz rumbling past the 30. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Amari Cooper, 65 yards. And the NFC is in for 6. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And Jackson throwing once more. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 13. He's coming. Double up, double up.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. DeMarcus Lawrence, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
45. Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Let's get that ball.
4th down. Here's Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And now look at him go. 30, the 20. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home, especially